Here is how I caught 82 points on the Nasdaq this morning. Coming into the day, I had a quite bearish bias. As you can see, we keep respecting these 4-hour gaps and delivering lower. Every single 4-hour gap that we touch has delivered lower, so for that reason, I want to seek lower prices. The most obvious drawn liquidity that I see is this Asia low down here. I'm thinking to myself, yeah, if we're going to displace lower, this is free. We also have an unmitigated 2-hour gap way below, but I don't expect delivery there. Zooming in, we see that there's this 15-minute fair value gap that could send us lower. My perfect scenario here would be that price opens higher into that 15-minute fair value gap, we get a stop hunt, and we get displacement lower towards those Asia lows. And this is what we end up getting. Price opens up higher into that 15-minute fair value gap, offers a stop hunt right here. On the very next candle, we get a nice displacement close and a 30-second inversion where you could take your short position targeting the Asia lows. That's exactly what I did, and I used this swing low as my break-even point. Yes, the stops are very wide in this range, but the RR makes sense, right? And as you can see within the next candle, it delivers to the swing low and gives us a brutal break-even, 20 points away from our TP. I should have probably targeted the low-hanging fruit there, but I don't know. The Asia low just seems so juicy. I really wanted it. So that's something to journal and look back on for me later. And if we let price action play out, we absolutely just rip out of nowhere after chopping around for 40 minutes, taking that London high. To me, this move is not bullish. This is straight manipulation. We are not delivering from anything of quality, so this bullish move does not make sense to me. Drawing out the range here, I have two scenarios. Either we can take a long from discount of the range tapping into OTE, or my preferred scenario would be to take a short into that unmitigated 15-minute fair value gap into discount of the range. And if you took a continuation long out of this first 15-minute fair value gap in this bullish range, those longs are invalid for me simply because we didn't tap into discount, right? A better trade would be to tap lower into that lower 15-minute fair value gap and then find longs from there. And that brings us to the setup that I took. We keep failing to break above highs. We're creating lower highs, right? So I'm looking for a short position off of this 1-minute fair value gap. As you can see, this 1 minute lines up very nicely with the 618 and the 705 of this range. So I would love for price to tap into there, reject, and get a move down, right? And that's exactly what happens. Price taps into the 786, 705, holds the 1 minute fair value gap. I put my order right there with stops at the swing high. I believe this swing high is protected because we keep failing to break above those highs. And as you could see, price delivers beautifully all the way to that 15-minute fair value gap. I TP'd at 10 a.m. high because I wasn't really trusting the delivery, but if you did hold until that 15-minute fair value gap, this would have netted you around 100 points. And guess what? From here on out, longs play out from the discounted 15-minute fair value gap, targeting all of that low resistance built up. So if you took any longs from that 15-minute fair value gap, I do believe those are valid. If you took shorts into that 15-minute fair value gap, yes, it's a more risky play, but with the proper bias and discretion, you could see that it would have played out. I wish you all a great weekend. Let me know what trades you took in the comments below, and I'll see you next time.